The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down, Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield going deep here for Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin with a run by Smith, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Smith. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down carry for Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
There we go. Check. Lucky. 15.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
That's what I do.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Crunch.
Yellow. Switch. 15. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Attack!
52, come on, boy, 52. Check back. Alert flare.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, man, they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield caught by Allen. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. On first down, Griffin. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Steps away. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tremont Smith. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Mayfield looking deep for Jennings. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First down, Kansas City.
Follow these two.
On the ground, this is Smith. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now. It's Smith, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Chiefs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Mayfield now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mahomes now on first down. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now Mahomes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
He's telling you, he's telling you right, telling you right. 4 down, 4 down.
43, 43.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Watch the run.
Mahomes going to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Here's Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Push him back. Push him back.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Allen's got it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Mahomes now to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Taken in at the 22.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Witzel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mayfield on 1st down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Frank Clark, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play fake, Mayfield. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Marr on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mahomes to throw. Room to run past midfield. It's caught. Smith. And down to the 27-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Attack! He's checking. Crash.
Mahomes to throw once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Marr now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they're decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And a first down, Chiefs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Check. Hey, 57. Easy.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
All right, 15.
Go. Big stop, let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. preferably a takeaway.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On first down, it's Griffin. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Griffin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Raiders on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Mahomes to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Well, that certainly comes under the heading of critical mistake, doesn't it, partner? You can't have that. You've got a chance to tie the ball game from the 2-yard line. Now you've got to go back to the 7-yard line and take the same chance.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Attack, attack.
Now Mahomes, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The intended receiver there, Allen. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now Mahomes, and this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On second down, here's Smith. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. On 1st down, it's Smith. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Kansas City, it's just their 2nd win here in 11 tries this season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
Time to bring the bass back. So I'm going big like a lineman. in. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over hitting diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Ay, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me flossing. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's the faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, coming all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-Lo, time to bring the bass down.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I